When we talk about our family inspirations, and more specifically my inspirations in my sewing come from my mother's designs. My mother's floral designs come from her mother's designs. Much like my daughter's sewing comes from my designs. And even her tattooing, those designs come from the family. Floral designs that speak to our family. Try to live my life according to the teaching in the best way that I can. And to reflect on those teachings that I learned from all of you. I honestly believe if it wasn't for the culture, it wasn't for the ceremonies, if it wasn't for my sewing that I've learned from my mom, I probably would be an alcoholic or a drug addict, or probably would be dead. We are storytellers. And the power of our sewings, whether it's beading or fabrics or tattooing or whatever, the stories come out in those creations. You see, my mom, your beadwork, when you look at your beadwork, you could tell the love that comes from your work, where that love comes from. You feel it. And so that is my responsibility as a parent, it is my responsibility as a son, and my responsibility as a grandparent to make sure that those teachings that come from our family continue. Because if we don't talk about them, we don't teach them, we lose them. And then when we lose them, that's the sad day. So when we talk about this story of our family and why we're doing this, it is to capture the memory of the storytellers. It is to capture the memory of the teachings that interwoven from history, from generation to generation, so that when my granddaughter looks at something, or looks at a video, looks at this documentary, she can say, that is my great Gukum. She was a fantastic master beater. That was my great Chomish, who was a man of immense knowledge of spirituality, who knew the land. That's why we do this. So our young ones can learn and have a reference to continue learning. And so I wanted to share that because we don't have much of these types of stories being spoken. This is not something that we're scripting. This is something that comes from here. And it comes from that fire, and it comes from that land. And that's who we are, as Anishinaabe people from the Northern Woodland Territory. Miigwech, Genina Negegi Dishnikas, Mank Dotem, Genina Jomanajik, Apachik Chimigwech, Gijem Nedon the Mishum Sananik, Mukum Sananik, Miigwech Nemama, Miigwech.
Well, Zinategi Gok Negok, Mag Dotem. I introduce myself as my name, which is Mazanate Gijgo. That's my real name. And I also mention my clan, the Loon, because it was my Baba, his clan, my Baba's clan. That's where I belong. Mama, my mom, she'd always have her little sewing kit, her beads. That's where I learned how to do my beadwork. She let me have needle, thread, told me, you do something. You know how to bead, and you will always have bread on your table. Whatever knowledge we have left, you know, I will I will speak and let the young ones know.
I really like this one.
I dream that color,
Really?
gold. This
And this fabric?
and this. My granddaughter is learning to make her own moccasins. She will someday take my place when come and get me. Easiest way. Sagate is my granddaughter, and she's very artistic in what she does.
All around, yeah?
Yeah, up to that. My chum was dying of cancer, and moccasins I had to do, and she had 13. I'll use a pattern X.
I'm doing something wrong. It's not too small? I like this one. It's nice. Use to put this onto here, onto your skin.
Okay. Was baby gone with
You sure you want that arm?
I like working with you.
Me too. There's a little trick I like to do with this.
I'm 74 years old. It is the first.
You okay? Is it sensitive?
Yeah. Look like this.
Do this. Can I help you? Yep. Can you hold this part? No, this was what? This. The shark is on the nose. Can I be careful? The shark did help me. Ow.
I feel that being in the lodge kept my mind in a good way, my body, my heart, everything in a good way. This is Miigwech Creator, for showing me the way. Miigwech. It's good to see the circle in here, to be in the circle. I began sitting in the lodge. That's where I got my start, sitting in the sweat lodge.